Welcome, and thank you for taking the time to participate in this presentation on RFID technology in the supply chain and healthcare fields. My name is Kyle Herrick, and I'll be narrating this presentation for you today. Supply chain management has a number of acronyms, from JIT to LSS and many more. So it seems to be a trend. Let's go ahead and add RFID to the mix because what's one more? For our presentation today, we'll be covering the basics of RFID technology and also how it applies to supply chain as a whole. After that, we'll look how it's managed within the healthcare field and then discuss how Cardinal Health is utilizing their SIM system to incorporate into the hospital setting. Then we'll conclude our presentation and address any questions that you may have. RFID stands for radio frequency identification. The RFID system has three key pieces to it: the tag, the reader, and the software. The tag itself consists of a microchip and stores information and an antenna, which communicates that information back to the reader. The software itself can be very basic, simply acknowledging checkpoints, or very robust, helping track analytics and identifying trends. The tags themselves are active, passive, or semi-passive. Active tags utilize a battery to constantly transmit from the tag back to the reader. Passive tags are activated only when they come within range of the reader, utilizing electromagnetic energy that's transmitted to it to activate them. Semi-passive tags use both the battery and the reader to power the tag. RFID as a whole can be low frequency, high frequency, or ultra high frequency. Low frequency and high frequency systems tend to be used in situations such as healthcare, where you need to track lots of individual products in small areas. Ultra-high frequency, on the other hand, is prevalent in warehousing situations, as it has greater range and is more likely to be used on the case and pallet level. RFID technology as a whole has pros and cons like every other tool in the supply chain world. On the pro side, it helps to automate data tracking, which has the potential to eliminate headcount, as well as improve the accuracy of the data. Real-time updates occur at every step that a reader is provided, and it eliminates the need for line-of-sight tracking on products, as they can be tracked without being seen. On the flip side, one key drawback to RFID is with ultra-high frequency RFID, which has the potential to interfere with other processes such as medical equipment and communication devices. Oftentimes these devices operate at the same frequency that UHF RFID does. RFID tags are also costly and easily damaged. Tags are often 40 to 50 cents a piece, so it is important that the tags are applied to only products where the value is worth the investment, and to products where the tag will not be easily damaged. Many companies like Walmart, CVS, and Procter & Gamble are already using RFID technology in ways that improve accuracy, timeliness, and traceability of order placement and shipments. This helps with things such as identifying and improving lead times and trends in ordering. It also helps to provide statistics that weren't previously available, such as point-to-point time tracking that is truly accurate, analytics like seasonality and trending, and many others. It also allows for pinpoint accuracy in the movement of a product, whether it's on the shelf at a retailer or it's in the stacks at a warehouse. Many manufacturers are already identifying and carrying out the need to tag products as part of the manufacturing process. This allows for tracking and informational benefits that start with the source of the product and continue through all the way to the end user. It also allows for pallet stacking, as a pallet can be tagged with an RFID tag, and all the subsequent tags that are loaded onto the pallet can then be tied to that pallet and have their movement tracked with the pallet inventory accurately being accounted for. RFID tags also allow suppliers to track and determine when shipments have been received by their customers, and vice versa, which allows for an accurate receiving process and in turn allows for more responsive billing processes for the firms. Another great feature is RFID tags allow for quick and accurate inventory checks, which helps to eliminate the need for manual cycle counting by employees, freeing them up for more important tasks and offering the potential for reduced headcount in certain areas. Within the healthcare setting, traditionally it is high-frequency RFID systems that are preferred, as the ultra-high-frequency or UHF systems have the ability to interfere with medical devices, such as defibrillators. UHF systems are still utilized in some hospital warehouses and receiving docks, however. Many of the pre-tagged products that come in from manufacturers come with vital information already embedded in the tags, such as expiration dates, lot numbers, and product catalog numbers. The RFID tag allows for improved ordering processes, as it helps the hospital staff to quickly scan the tags rather than wasting time counting. But it also helps them to identify urgent products that are needed by locating them, whether they've just been received on the receiving dock or they're on the shelf up in the operating room storage. This helps the hospital to minimize costs associated with lost products. The key benefactors of RFID technology within the healthcare setting tend to be materials management staff, clinicians, and the hospital finance team. With materials management staff, they can reduce time spent on mundane tasks such as cycle counting and order placement. They can also have greater accuracy in monitoring product expiration, allowing them to quickly shift product from a slow-moving location to one that moves product more quickly, but also to ensure that expired product is no longer on the shelf where it could potentially be used on a patient. For clinicians, it allows them to identify lot numbers on items such as implantable devices and accurately chart those, which is required by the FDA. In addition to charting that, it helps them to ensure that all products as a whole are put into the patient chart, and this translates to the finance department to help with revenue capture. If a product is incorrectly documented, for example, the hospital will not receive reimbursement from insurance companies, so accuracy is absolutely important in these situations. Also affecting the hospital's bottom line is the improvement on patient safety. By reducing or eliminating errors in patient care, it can help the hospital retain funds that are often lost as a result of these human errors. One company that is taking advantage of the RFID technology is Cardinal Health, with their Cardinal Inventory Management Solutions, or CIMS system. The RFID piece of it was acquired when Cardinal Health purchased the company WaveMark in 2014 and incorporated their product into the CIMS solution. Within the system, the RFID tags are intended to be used on products that are greater than $50 in value. The system has cabinets or shelving units equipped with readers to identify when products are taken from the shelf as well as when they are returned. It also helps to identify when products have been placed in the wrong location, and the RFID tags can be used to enhance other areas of the CIMS solution, such as with their commodity item Kanban system, allowing it to track the bins through RFID tags rather than through barcode scanning. The system itself automatically documents patient charting and updates the patient's bill for the healthcare facility. When returned product is put back on the shelf, the reader acknowledges this and removes the product from the patient's records without the clinicians needing to do so or potentially forgetting to do so. It also does a hospital-wide inventory check every 15 minutes to provide accurate and timely reports on what needs to be ordered. The system also provides analytics to the hospital team. Some examples would be trends on what products specific surgeons are using, seasonality or trends on products that might not otherwise be seen, as well as tracking products that are not moving or potentially at risk for expiration. It also allows the hospital to track products being used that are similar and potentially could be standardized to help reduce costs even further. In conclusion, we've discussed the options associated with RFID, including weighing the good with the bad, how RFID has worked into the supply chain as a whole, and why some key firms are using it has also been discussed. Healthcare is one of those fields who primarily uses high-frequency RFID and has improved processes and offered key time savings across the industry. Finally, we talked about how Cardinal Health is using RFID in their hospital inventory management tools to help offer those benefits to its users. That concludes our presentation, and now I'd like to offer this time up for questions. You can also find my contact information at the bottom of the slide should you have questions at a later time. Thank you for participating in this presentation, and have a fantastic day.